Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. My apologies for the delay. I definitely wanted to start this a little earlier, but I ran into some technical difficulties. So still trying to make sure everything looks good. And it's very warm in here. So welcome. Thank you for joining. Take a moment to cool down a little bit. Definitely feeling the heat and the fire in my space, which is interesting. So I think just the action to get things situated and to resolve the technical logistical challenges definitely increased the temperature. So I'm letting myself cool down. And if you actually have some sort of device or a fan, piece of paper, or anything else, then I invite you to actually fan yourself as well. So I think what's also coming through as I experience this in my own body, in my own environment, is heat, fire, and that can be expressed in a lot of different ways for people. That could be the energy of anger, the energy of anxiety, the energy of inflammation. Think of all the ways that you overheat. Think of all the ways that you overexert yourself. Think of all the ways that you do any action in a way that is excessive for you. So take a moment and ask yourself that question. In what ways do I overdo things? In what ways do I overengage, overshare, overexert, overact? And on the flip side, if for you the energy is dormant, if the energy is not very active when what your energy is requiring, what you are requiring, what the environment around you, within you is requiring, is to take action, is to take in that heat. Ask yourself that question. In what ways am I under acting, under sharing, under engaging? Again, whatever direction that is for you. So utilizing this fanning motion, starting off with that to both cool down any overheating, but also on the flip side, to generate energy for any underheating. So keep doing this motion. I'm going to begin a prayer. I already did some of my personal prayers, but I'll do a prayer to set the intention, to give all the acknowledgments and the welcomes in this space. First and foremost, thanking our higher selves for being here, for choosing this life at this time, in these bodies, in these locations, with each other, as we are to ourselves, with everything around us. We chose to be here to experience this exact moment and all the circumstances that led to it. So giving gratitude to our higher selves, giving gratitude to our ancestors, those who came before us, everything that came before us, everything that supports us, that has been supporting us, that will continue supporting us. And as we support ourselves, we create a pathway of support for our future generations so that they may know clarity, they may know sweetness. Gratitude to the directions. May we move in the direction of clarity, of sweetness, as we gather today for this collective sweetening, clearing. Gratitude to the elements and elementals, First and foremost, fire, which showed up very strong today, fire and wind, and all the elements together, earth, water, all of them in combination to support us within and outside. And all the elemental beings, thank you for your support, thank you for your presence, thank you for your reflections to help us be more of who we are. May we tap into those energies or utilize all the energies that are available to us to bring about that clarity and that sweetness. Gratitude to the beings in the plant, mineral, animal kingdoms. Thank you for the clarity that you reflect in all the ways that you engage and all the ways that you just are. The sweetness of your existence. May we witness you in whatever ways we need to remember the sweetness and clarity within ourselves. Thanking this beautiful earth that we get to be on, that we get to experience our lives on, in all the different ways that we do. Thank you for supporting us. May we treat you with sweetness. May we remember the sweetness of the existence that we get to experience on you. May we be clear in our actions within you. Thanking everything outside of this beautiful earth, thanking the cosmos, all the different planetary bodies, the celestial bodies, thanking the universe, the multiverse, across dimensions, across time, all existing here and now. May we experience the sweetness of this time. May we be clear. Thank you. Ashe. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm ONYI, and I'm a healing artist and priestess. And this is the final experience to round out the Summer Solstice Celebration that I have been conducting since the actual summer solstice up to now. Today is also the last day to utilize the 45% off gift for the new ONYI LOVE Soul Cleanse that I released recently. So that is a 9-part multi and simple step program that includes sound immersion, sound healing, meditation, guided exercises, and encouragements to support you in breaking through what it is that you need to break through in order to be more who you are, in order to shift yourself, to shift your DNA. We're shifting our DNA all the time. So anything we do is shifting our DNA, even if it's the smallest shift. But there are other things that we can do that remind our consciousness that we are able to actually take leaps and bounds in order to learn what we came here to learn and to experience the profound healing and metamorphosis that we came here to experience. So make sure to take advantage of that. If you do so before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, then you are good to go. Otherwise, you can just, buy it at the regular price. So I started this experience with a prayer. The first day, which was last week, Friday, and then I did a section for providing a reading and some channeling. Then that was followed by a grounding, and today the fourth experience is a sweetening and clearing, a clearing and sweetening. Those two happening individually, separately, but also in combination. So feel free after this experience, allow this experience and whatever it does for you to just settle in and ground into. And also feel free to go back to watch, listen to, experience the other sessions as well. And do the series of them the next time that you feel that you need some assistance in the specific way that I have provided. So for this clearing, beyond the prayer that I just took us through and the information that I just gave now, I'm actually going to speak very little and just allow the energies and all the subtle vibrations or not so subtle vibrations that are manifesting in this moment right now, that are showing up for all of us collectively and each of us individually to do their work. I might insert a word or phrase here and there, but I will limit my words. I might incorporate some sounds, some vocalization, some music, but limit my words. Everyone take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Keep breathing. And for the next moment, just breathe with ease, with peace, steady, consistently, in whatever ways your body needs. Just take a moment to breathe together. And as you breathe, we ground in the clearing energy that the breath provides. With every inhale, taking in that fresh oxygen and all the different parts and components that make it up, that are supportive to our beings and living, revitalizing us, nurturing us, nourishing us as you take it in throughout your body, and then as you exhale, letting it go, having it carry outside of you what it is that you don't need, releasing and making space for then that new air to come in with that new inhale. So breathe, let's just breathe for a few moments together, allowing the clarity that the air brings. Continue breathing with ease, with peace. Again, allowing your consciousness to remember the clarity that the breath brings. Every inhale with every exhale. You are clearing yourself in this moment as you breathe. Whatever's coming up, anything that's negative, that's not in alignment, even neutral or positive, but if it's no longer relevant for you, bubbling up to the surface, allow that breath to disintegrate it, to alchemize it, to shift it, to carry it away, to release it and let go. Keep breathing. So the energy that's coming through is there's a lot of mind activity for people. And so the clarity of the thoughts, clearing thoughts that don't serve you, clearing the idea that you even have to give your mind activity, the conditioning that you have to give it any more weight than it actually has. It has no weight. The weight we give it is a weight that we allow it to settle into our consciousness, our being on any level. So clearing the idea that the mind activity has any more power than it actually does. You're the one with the power. You're using your power at every given moment. So as you keep breathing, feel free to place your hands on your head and either close your eyes or focus on the screen, looking at the image of me holding my head. We are one, we are connected. I am you, you are me. So in this moment, clear. 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 If you'd like to follow along and do the same motions that I'm doing, just mirror my action and allow your consciousness to reverberate the energy of clarity within and without, throughout. Keep doing my motion. And begin saying out loud on your side, clear, 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 and literally feel yourself clearing yourself clear. Rest your arms, rest your hands, place them on your thighs, palms facing up, and breathe. Remembering the clarifying energy of the breath to support the clearing of the mind activity, the idea that you have to give the mind any weight, any power that it does not have. Allow the breath to support the clearing that you just gave yourself, that you're experiencing in that mental space. So now we will move to the heart, emotions. A lot of us in the collective are holding on to heaviness in our hearts, are holding on to emotions for longer than is necessary. Emotions are there to reflect to us whatever belief systems, whatever ideas that we have, our attachment to them, reactions, responses to them. They are there to be flashlights. Holding on to them any longer than is necessary causes us to experience a heaviness, experience lack of clarity, experience confusion. Confusion being its own emotional state. Holding on to emotions longer than is necessary, not utilizing them in the ways that they actually came here to be utilized, shifts us into versions of ourselves, dimensions that we don't necessarily prefer. So in this moment, as you continue breathing, again, that clarifying, clearing, cleansing energy of the breath, the proximity of the heart, the lungs, so they have close access to that air. So as you breathe in, literally imagine that the breath, the air is circulating your heart, center of your emotions, and breaking apart any stagnant energy caused by the settling in of emotions, the holding of emotions, the resistance to specific emotions, because that too is a heaviness. Allowing that breath as you breathe to go through and to disintegrate, to break apart, to sweep away whatever is in the emotional space, the heart center that no longer serves you. Breathe into your heart. Inhale. Taking that air, bringing that air, that fresh, that new air, imagining it spinning, moving through, circling through, cycling through, cleansing through. And as you exhale, taking away, sweeping away, brushing away, swifting away what is not necessary in that space. Take a deep breath in again. Visualize the air literally sifting through, moving through, cleansing through, wiping away all there is within the emotional center, that heart space. And as you exhale, you release it. Give it back to the atmosphere to be neutralized, to become something different. So take a few moments with your hands on your heart, breathing to continue that visualization with your breath and your heart and your emotional center. Clear, 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 clear. You can choose to begin making this motion and repeating clear, or just watching me as I do it. And you continue breathing. And again, this motion that I'm doing on myself, on my physical vessel, extending it, expanding it, connecting it to you, so that as I'm doing this to me, you are experiencing it on your own end. Clear, 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 clear. Keep breathing into the heart space. Clear, clear, clear. And for this last section, pick a part of your body that for you experiences a lack of clarity, or is a physical representation or the energy center, the specific section of the body that encompasses that energy. So, for example, if where you experience lack of clarity is in direction, which way to move, focus on your feet, your legs. Again, that part of your body that supports movement. Before you experience lack of clarity or the idea of lack of clarity, what you need to be cleared is around the idea of support, being taken care of. Focus on your back. Focus on your shoulders. Focus on your root. Different parts of the body that I just mentioned, they reflect that energy of support, stability, being taken care of. If where you experience lack of clarity is in nurturing, focus on the stomach, the breasts, the chest, those parts of the body that give nurturing. The hands, they nurture. If it's your overall being, then you can do a full body experience. Ask for clarity, so then you just move through different parts of your body. And if there's a specific part of your body right now, clear, that is being activated in this moment as I say those words, clear, whatever part of the body is needing clarity, whatever part of the being is needing clarity, I ask that you make that apparent, bring it to the surface and make it viscerally visible and felt in this moment. Pay attention to your body, whatever part of your body is activated in this moment right now. Nothing is strange, nothing is odd. It doesn't matter if that part of the body that is being activated right now seems so unconnected to everything. It doesn't matter. Pay attention to your body and allow it to lead you and guide you and point to you the areas you can focus on in order to experience a breakthrough. Clear. I ask that everyone who is watching this right now, that their bodies reflect to them in a way that they feel and understand very clearly, for them to use that as a focal point in this moment to support in their transformation. Take a moment to scan your body, and locate that area of activation. Scan your body. And once you've found it, give it gratitude for its reflection. For supporting you in this healing at this moment right now. Give gratitude. And just continue breathing and breathe into it. Do any one of the motions that you experienced earlier, tapping, light pounding, moving away, snapping, or anything else that comes to you in this moment to do. Allow your body to be the guide and do that in this moment as you breathe. If the focus for you was the entire body, then feel free to move your attention to different parts of your body. If the focus for you was one particular area, work with that area. Don't move from that area. Even if the sensation starts to shift and go somewhere else, keep focusing on that one area. Focus. Focus on that one area, and you'll experience wherever it shifted to, you'll experience a shift in that as well. Focus on that one area. Focus. Clarity, focus. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Rest your arms, your hands, bring them back into a neutral position, hands on your thighs, palms facing up. Breathing. The last few breaths, continuing to direct it into that specific area that you're focusing on. Thank you, the breath. Thanking the breath. Thank you, breath. Thanking the breath. And the air for being our guide, being our support in clearing. Thanking our bodies for being indicators, receptors, transmitters, reflecting to us those things that require clarity within and outside of us. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Final experience will be a sweetening. So if you saw the note in the promotion of this experience to bring honey, or if you can quickly get some honey, specifically honey, that would be beautiful. If not, I have a plate of honey. This will be our collective plate that will support and serve and extend to all of you as viscerally as if you had your own honey. Thanking honey. The energy of honey bringing us sweetness. Honey bringing us sweetness. Honey can be cold. Honey can be hot. Honey can crystallize. Honey can be soft. Honey can be sharp. Honey can be dull. But honey's always sweet. No matter what state it might find itself in, where it shifts to, it is always sweet. May we remember sweetness. May we see the sweetness in life, no matter what is happening at any given moment, in any given area, with any given people, regardless of the circumstances or situations. May we always remember that we can extract the sweetness from that situation. We can add sweetness to that situation. Keep breathing. With every inhale, allow the breath to sweeten your being. With every exhale, allow your breath to sweeten the atmosphere. Sweetness coming in, sweetness going out, all around sweetness, Thank you, honey, for being a reflection that we get to let go of what is not vibrationally in alignment with us. Honey does not allow what is vibrationally out of alignment with it to be near it, on it, within it. And that way, honey clarifies. It cleans. It is clean. May we in this moment let go of, or begin the process of letting go of, what is not vibrationally in alignment with us, whether it's negative, positive, neutral, whatever it is. If it's no longer in alignment with us, it has no business being held by us. We have no business holding it. So may we release it, let go of it, free ourselves in the process. If you have that honey, taking a little bit of that honey, allowing it to rest on your tongue for a moment as you experience a taste. Clear, sweeten, clear, sweeten. As you swallow, feeling, experiencing that honey, mixing in with your own ashe, your own energy, your own life source, swirling together as it moves through your system. Clear, sweet, clear, sweet, clear, sweet. Take a moment, focus on this plate of honey. Allow the vibration of honey, through your witnessing of this plate of honey, trigger within your consciousness clarity, sweetness, clarity, sweetness. Clarity, sweetness. Clarity, sweetness. If you have your honey, take a little bit of the honey, and anywhere in your body right now that is still activated, if it's the same spot, if it's a different spot, take a little bit of that honey and place it on that part of your body. Clarity, sweetness. If you don't have honey in front of you, it's okay. You still have access to that energy, and tap on that specific part of your body. Clarity, sweetness. Clarity, sweetness, breaking through any bitterness, stagnation. Bitterness, stagnation, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through, cutting through. Sweeten, clear, sweeten, clear. Continue breathing, continuing to use that breath to support the clarity and the sweetness. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. If you have that honey, take in one more bit of honey to close out and solidify the sweetness, the clearing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Thank you to honey for your vibration, for your energy, for your presence, for what you came here to do on this earth, for your ashe, and for your reflection to us to remember that energy within us, our own ashe. Keep breathing. Thanking our higher selves for being here in this moment, clearing and sweetening. Thank you to our ancestors for supporting and holding space for us and for the lives they lived and the paths they paved for us to be clear and sweet. May we pave a way of clarity and sweetness for future generations and future versions of ourselves, all existing now. Thanking to the directions, may we move into the direction of clarity and being able to see and experience a sweetness no matter what we meet. Thanking the elements and elementals for your reflections and the energies that you bring to help us to sweetness and clarity. Thanking the beings in the plant, mineral, and animal kingdoms for your presence and your reflections that remind us of clarity and sweetness. We're grateful for the sweet experience of co-creating life on this earth. Thank you to this earth for the sweetness that you bring, for the clarity that you're always providing us in all the different ways, all the different reflections. Thank you to the cosmos, stars, planets, systems, the universe, the multiverse, everything in existence. May we always see the beauty and the sweetness. May we be clear in all the ways we need to be clear. And even if there are things that potentially can get in the way of our clarity, may we even utilize those things to move in the direction of clarity. May we use it all strategically. Again, that is seeing and extracting the sweetness from every situation. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the presence of everyone, everything. May we have gratitude. Because the gratitude also leads to clarity and sweetness. Ashe. Keep breathing. Allow the energy to move through you as it will. Work with honey today. Work with that specific part of your body that was activated today, if it continues to be activated. If it's your entire body that you are focusing on, do things throughout the day that support your body, that sweeten your body in a way that is in alignment for you. And on that same token, be mindful of sugar intake, the intake of sweetness in that way that is not in alignment, but actually being with, utilizing, and being supported by the things that naturally bring the sweetness that support you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here, for contributing your energy to this space and this place at this time. Again, happy summer solstice. Thank you, summer, for arriving as you have in all the different expressions, no matter what you look like at this time, even if it's different than what we are used to experiencing as far as summer goes. May we experience clarity throughout this summer. May we experience sweetness at any given point during this summer and beyond. Again, my name is ONYI. Grateful to be here, and remember to take advantage of that 45% off for the soul cleanse. Visit www.onyi.love to learn more and to experience or learn more about my other work. May you be sweet. May you have a beautiful day. May you be clear. Use your breath. Use your breath to clear. Ashe. Thank you.